Hey guys, Sugar John coming at you with another Diablo Immortal video. This video is going to be talking about the XP system in Diablo Immortal, what you should kind of be aware of as far as once you hit a certain level, if it's going to be worth your time to keep grinding, or if you're going to need to kind of change tactics and maybe grind a slightly different area because of some negative effects that you will be facing as you hit level 60 and move into the Paragon levels. All right, so like I was saying, sometimes you will be faced with adverse conditions when it comes to gaining XP inside Diablo Immortal. For those of you who are new to the Diablo Immortal franchise, you are probably new to the whole Paragon system and how that works and how it affects you when you're trying to advance in the game and move forward. Now, there are several levels that go past level 60, even though that is technically the level cap, that is called a Paragon level. Now, this is dictated by the server as far as what the appropriate Paragon level is. And this kind of helps as to build a bridge to gap the XP difference between people who play a lot on all day versus people who are more casual. Now, the Paragon system, love it, hate it, whatever the case may be, it serves a purpose, and today's video is going to kind of explain that to you a little bit so that way you know if it's worth the time and the grind. I know a lot of people moving forward with Diablo Immortal. We're on this is, as of recording this, is Sunday after the launch, and a lot of people have hit the Paragon level and they've exceeded it, myself included. Now at this point, it's really a matter of what you feel is going to be the most important thing to you as far as your time versus your XP placement, because I would hate to see people really put in all the time and effort in the game and feel like they're really lacking on their returns. This may or may not happen, and you may or may not be victim to this, so to speak, if you are unaware of what I'm about to explain. So first things first, you will see here in the upper left-hand corner that I have a XP and a negative bar. I'm sure you've seen the positive ones, depending on if you clicked on a shrine. Also, you will notice at the very bottom, I have my XP bar is actually red. Now, it does change colors depending on if you have an XP boost, if you're an XP neutral, or if you're negative XP bonus. In this case, I am negative XP bonus as far as what is the normal. The bar is blue if you are at 100%, and the bar is actually green if you are getting an XP boost. So keep that in mind, because the bar is a very good indicator as far as where you are at XP wise, if you're in the positive or negative for gaining XP. One other method that you can use to check this is if you click on the backpack button, and if you come over here to where it says the arrow down here, if you click on this will tell you your server Paragon level, which is currently level 10. It'll also show you where you are currently at. So I'm at level 60, Paragon 11, and it'll also show you the exact XP you are at per rank. Now, the XP gets a little goofy. We're going to try to see if we can't possibly do some math to reverse engineer it so we can have a better standing here. But from what we've the testing we've done of just getting kill streaks and rising it up at different Paragon levels, we've kind of figured out a little bit better idea as to where the best places are to farm. But I want you guys to be aware of that because I'm above the server Paragon level, which is going to be dictated here with the 10, and I'm at 11, I currently earn XP rewards at 80%. What this means is instead of earning the full 100% of the XP when killing an enemy or chaining, I only receive 80% of that. So that is actually a negative versus a positive XP equivalent. This is definitely something to be aware of. I know a lot of people are playing these games and they don't have all the time in the world and they don't want to waste their time. In this case, I wouldn't necessarily call this a waste because I'm only at 80%. However, when it gets down to 70, 60, 50, so on and so forth, at that point, I feel like you really are taking a lot of your time away from your day. The reason why they do this, like I said, is to help make it to where more people can catch up, as well as it helps you kind of limit your gameplay time, so to speak, as far as what's your ROI and your time invested. Now, I do want to go ahead and show you a few screenshots of some of my teammates, server level, as well as myself. And that way you guys get a good understanding of about what the breakdown of XP is, depending on what the Paragon level of the server is. So let's go ahead and let's pull that up here. So if I go ahead and I show this screenshot, this was me earlier today before I hit Paragon level 11. Actually, that was Paragon level 5 this morning, and I grinded all the way up to 11. It's been a grind, but it's doable. Notice that XP rewards is actually 130%. So my bar was green at the bottom. as well as all the XP that I was getting moving forward actually added an increase in the amount of XP I was getting. So it was 130%. So think of it as like a 1.3 bonus. And this was when I was Paragon level 5 and the server was level 10. Now, if we go over to my good friend Top Ranking Noob, who is also in the clan and in my warband, if we go and look at his screenshot that he sent me, this was him in the same situation that I'm in right now, and that was earlier this morning. So he played the entire day with the negative XP grind, and he's only Paragon 13, whereas I went from Paragon 5 to Paragon 11, as you can see in the background. So I gained 6 levels, and he only gained 2, and he played just as much as I did for the day. So keep that in mind, because this does affect the amount that you really get in XP and how fast you can level up. Now, I also want to show you, this is an extreme case. If we go to our good friend Veiled Shot, you can see that when you get really high above the Paragon level, it does change quite a bit on the dynamic of how much XP you're getting. So notice here that at Paragon level 15, server 10, Veiled is getting XP rewards of 50%. So half of his XP is gone. He does not get it. Definitely bear that in mind, because once again, it's all about time and your time invested, if it's worth it for you or not. Granted, yes, he did get all the set items he wanted. He did get all the legendary items that he normally would when farming. However, his XP was just kind of lost, unfortunately. Now, the other thing to note here is these work in pairs of 2. So, for example, I am currently at Paragon 11, almost 12 on a Paragon 10 server. When I move on to 12, I'm going to keep my 80%. Now, this is kind of proven because if you look at Veiled Shot here, he's at level 60, Paragon 15, and it's a Paragon 10 server. However, he leveled up to Paragon 16, and notice that the XP reward was the same. Now, I did confirm with someone else, if he would have got to 17, it looked like he would have actually dropped down to 40%. So it looks like you get pairs of 2 that kind of mix in there. So if you're if it's worth your time, so to speak, like what I dictated was, I'm okay with receiving 80% of my experience for 2 Paragon levels, then it was fine. However, once I hit Paragon 12, I'm done for the day. I'm not going to waste any more time farming for enemies for XP, so to speak. Yes, I could be getting gear and I could be really getting all these things. However, this is a long grind. This is not a whale it all the way out, beat the game right from the rip. This is a long game. So it's not necessarily in your benefit to spend all waking hours playing the game. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're definitely taking time for yourself, mental breaks. I'm watching this league start and this game start. I've talked to so many people who are getting like less than like 6 hours of sleep at night because of the game. Definitely bear that in mind, that maybe that's not okay. Maybe you don't want to be one of those people, and I don't blame you. Myself, I am not one of those people. I'm pushing hard and I'm having a lot of fun, but I'm not going to waste my time when I could be doing something else in the real world and then come back to it the next day when the Paragon level goes up. So definitely bear that in mind. Now, one other thing to note here is we are being super competitive. So this is kind of why this gets played into it. You will see if we go over here to the Greater Rift and the leaderboard, I actually pushed up to 4. And right after I get done recording this video, I'm going to see if I can't push up to number 2. Our guild itself is honestly like, we're killing it. We're doing like, we're within the top 2 or 3 of almost every single class that one of our members is in. And we're just doing really, really good. You can see Veiled here is at number 2, and he's actually starting to push to be number 1 right now. So we're going to try to see if we can't do it. We're trying to compete and we're having a lot of fun. So if you are like us and you want to go have fun, go check out diablopro.gg, the website. That's our website with all of our information, as well as join the Discord server. The links will be down below. Come join, have fun with us, get into our guilds, and yeah, get competitive. We're in voice chats almost daily, all day as well. So definitely come ask questions and have fun. Now, here's the other part of this video that I want to break down. What makes sense to farm for XP and why? So we're Paragon and above the Paragon level, okay? So at what point should I be farming, and what should I be farming and where? So 1, I have a full set of legendary gear here now, which is great. I just got the helm. Also, slick tip, if you can't get a helm, don't try farming it in an Elder Rift. Go farm it in the open world. So with that being said, I'm sure you've seen a lot of other videos out there. Farming in the outer world is great. What works best, honestly, is if you come over here find 4 friends, run 4 friends, and go farm in the library. I hate to say it because everybody is saying it right now, and that's what everybody is really doing. But if you come over here to the library, let me go show you exactly where you want to go farm at in the library, because it does matter. Also, it is also worth to note that farming Hell 1 may get busy. Go farm Hell 2. You may not be able to use the gear that drops, but you will get the experience points super quick. So if you are someone that is that try-hard level that wants to make sure you get all the experience possible, then you probably want to make sure that you have all of the available experience possible. And you're going to get a lot more from Hell 2 than you will from Hell 1. Just be aware that you will have to have a good combat rating to get to that point. But if we come over here, I will show you exactly where you want to farm. So if you come down here to the right of this location, you will see that we have this little box here, this little hidden alcove. This works super well for doing content as far as like leveling up. Grab 4 people and just stick them in corners. So you just literally stick them in corners. You have 2 people run back and forth on this side. Holy cow, this isn't even busy. Oh, the treasure goblin. Oh, it got away, unfortunately. But you just have someone walk back and forth on this side, and then you have them come back over here to this side. And what you do is you have multiple people doing it, so that way you never lose your kill streak, and that gives you the highest boost. You'll also notice that this gives you the highest boost when you try to actually see how much you've gotten. The XP will actually tell you how much you've gotten, and you'll notice that you can get anywhere between 300 to, like, I think we got up to 1200 earlier today as far as actual damage done and chaining events. So we got 4 digits in the chain, which is really good. It was actually a lot of fun. But that's going to be the area that's going to be the best for farming if you're trying to really farm above the Paragon level. Also be wary, you know, you're going to have these set items, so definitely make sure that you're looking at your set items. And if you want to be farming those up, those are okay to farm because you're going to not get a whole lot of XP, but you will get these set items, and these are going to be super impactful. So not only are your legendaries impactful, but your set items are extremely impactful. So make sure you're definitely focusing on doing those. And you can always figure out where they're located at. Once you get one and you want to say, oh, hey, I don't know where I can get more of these, you can actually figure that out once you look at the piece of gear itself, and it'll kind of tell you where this is located. So see the set items here, it tells you, okay, well, this is the set items, and then you can click on them, and this will tell you where you can get it at, Destruction's End, Pit of Anguish, so on and so forth, and this will kind of tell you where these are located at. You can also go to our website. We're currently working on getting that uploaded as well, so that way you have like a cheat sheet that'll always be there, so that way you don't have to go into this menu, because I know it gets a little confusing on getting into this. But yeah, that's a lot of information. So let me know down in the comments below if that was too much information for you and you need me to break it down a little bit more for you, because I'm more than welcome to do that. But I just want you guys to be aware that once you get to a certain level and your bar turns red, there is a life and a threshold on what is worth your time and what is not. So make sure you're making smart time investments and make sure what you're doing is best for you, not so much what's best for your clan. All right, guys. Hope that video helps you. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in game. Definitely come check out our Discord server. Go check out our website. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.